Speaking of overkill, I have a little bit of an issue with all these dating shows. And of course, last night was the premiere of Ready for Love, the Eva Longoria dating show on, is it on NBC, right? And Ben Patton, who's a Dallas boy, he actually wasn't on last night. They did the guy from the Plain White T's.
Tim.
Is it Tim?
There's Ben.
There's Ben.
Oh, that's Ben.
I was about to say, as all y'all know, but not really any of you do know. Ben is one of my best friends, and so I've known Ben for years and years, so I'm just so excited for him. And, you know, it's hard watching these dating shows because you think these people are so cheesy, and these people are full of it, and these people aren't really those great of guys. But I can testify to Ben and to Ernesto and to Tim that they are all three amazing, amazing guys. Now, the girls...
He's handsome.
This is my issue. It's the women, and I think that they're just all the same, and it's all just more of the same. And I think it's a very specific woman who will actually go on television on a dating show. And I think they all seem opportunistic, and I'm generalizing
a lot of them are
here,
models and actresses and aspiring musicians as well.
They just want to be discovered.
Corporate marketing something or another, aka unemployed.
They go on that because they think that something about them will stand out. I mean, you know, so everybody's trying to make it big and something.
Yeah, well, you know, the exception, though, was Melissa Rycroft. She did The Bachelor. And actually, that's kind of what propelled her forward. And I think people fell in love with Melissa. Melissa was on The Bachelor.
And she got proposed to.
Right, and then the guy took it back. And then she went on Dancing with the Stars. She didn't win that season, but she came back and won the All-Star season this past fall. And she's lovely.
And now she's doing like correspondent work with Good Morning America.
It propelled her career. And so there had to be some sort of thought in her head, not malicious or anything, but just that, wow, this could be a really good opportunity. And maybe I'll meet somebody in the process.
And what's funny about that is people say that about the girls, but knowing the guys, I mean, like, all three of the guys, like, if you listen to their stories, and once again, I can speak on this because I'm friends with them, they all three are guys that are so busy working. And like, Ben's been traveling the world, and he lived in Dubai, and he's been so focused on work for the past 11 years of his life that he's like, I haven't had time to date, and I don't, it was never in the forefront of my mind. He was like, and I didn't want to meet a girl at a bar. Ernesto, you know, he's an international philanthropist, so he's always traveling. You know, Tim, he's on the Plain White Tees, so he's gonna, meet a groupie? You know, it's just, it's hard for sometimes great guys to meet girls.
So can't you turn one of them into something for you?
You know what? If Ben and I had a nickel for every time people said, no, y'all should date, it's like, y'all,
well, you know
we're
what?
friends.
He actually is, I had never seen him before until just then. He's good
that shirtless moment.
You know what? And
he's very handsome.
And I know Courtney now, and I know her type, and yeah, you guys would make a perfect
next
couple.
Story.
You would make a
Next
perfect
story.
couple.
Well, you know what's exciting is the three guys, they're doing a city tour of kind of like watching parties in a lot of big markets, and they're going to be swinging through Dallas in a couple weeks, so we're going to have them on the show. So you'll get to ask them, you get to grill all of them, all the dirty little secrets that goes on those dating shows. But I will say this one's a little bit different because they're using matchmakers, which can sometimes, you know, as Ernesto calls it, you know, it's like bringing in a batting coach to kind of tell you, what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong.
Right, and they don't get to see the women.
Really?
I'm with you.
They don't get to see the women at
Man,
first.
I'm trying to give us the benefit of the doubt.
You'll love this. They don't get to see the women at first. They get to talk to them. Kind of like, remember the old dating game?
Dating game.
Right.
You have to talk to them.
That's what I think we ought to do, is have a dating game for Courtney. And we have three guys. She can't be seen. She can't see them. And she asks some questions. And then we and the first question she'll ask is, well, what are you wearing?
Story about your personal style.
Can we do that? Can we do a dating show with?
I really think
for three guys for Courtney. And do an old. I mean, can't be.
Because it goes back to that day on the show. Remember, we had the big debate about whether or not, you know, you should look at a guy in regard to his appearance first, or should you get to know him first?
And I am still defending my comment on that, because the reason I say I like what a guy is wearing is because I think the effort that you put forth in the clothing that you put on your body for a first impression is directly related to your taste level.
Okay, but
food
I think
and
it says something about
art, clothing, and home design, it means you have good taste.
Well, let me tell you, I told
with
you all that the same thing happened with my husband when I saw him. If I had judged Emmett on what he had on, and what he wore to Dallas when he first got picked up by the Cowboys, I would not have the most amazing husband. So I don't know, Stuart, if you still have that picture from when he first landed in Dallas, getting off the plane. You don't have it today?
No.
Okay, well, if you get it later, let's show it, because that is
Girls,
like no
if you agree with me, tweet
of the man.
at D the Broadcast and tag me at the Courtney Kerr and tell me you agree with me.
Do you want to listen to somebody who's
Just
never
one
been
at a time,
married, or
one
somebody
at a
who's been
time.
married for 13 years to an
One at a
amazing husband?
time. One at a time. It's getting
You say one at
shrill in here.
you say one at a time, and then you add to it.
And then you add to confusion.
I'm just
13
saying,
years.
I think usually if
Not
a guy
married
has
yet.
great taste in clothing, he probably has great taste in other things that I would be interested in, like food. He'll take me to a great restaurant.
Okay.
He will like to travel. I think they all go hand in hand.
I agree.